You're on.
Come on, okay. So, officially, how's everyone doing today? You guys doing good? Okay, you guys are a nice, lively group and everything. So, just in case you don't know, my name is Luke Menchaca. I actually just started working here about 4 months ago. I'm still on probation, so in 2 more months I will be off. Not real probation, employment probation, okay? Never been on the real one. Worked at a probation office, but that's a different story. But really today, it's definitely an amazing opportunity for me. At my old job, and I'll kind of talk about that a little bit later, I was able to do workshops like once a week, and I was able to kind of get this face time with tons of students at my old job. And my new job, unfortunately, a little bit, I'm more out in the high schools and trying to sell to college and stuff like that, and that's great. But I do miss definitely seeing the faces that are in college and getting to understand where you guys are at. And obviously, a lot of times we're going through stuff in life, whether it be positive things, crappy things. We're going through stuff, right? So it's awesome to be here. So thank you all so much for being here, one, and for taking the time to further your life, whether you believe it or not. It's a huge step. And secondly, giving the opportunity to do this again. So I'm really excited about it. I put some time into it. Everything you're going to do today, I put thought into. So it's not just this thing that I'm going to do. Today will not be a lecture, I promise. We're going to do things. You're not just going to sit there and I'm going to spit information at you. I promise it's not that. I'll probably talk total 10 to 12 minutes, I promise. Minus this, okay? Minus this. But other than that, really today is about doing, and all about doing. I learned by doing in life. I don't know how you guys learn. Lecture is great, but I learn by doing. Like if I'm doing chemistry, I want to be doing chemistry. If I'm doing biology, I want to learn by doing biology. How do you learn by driving a car? You drive a car. So that's the same way about the workshops and about life in general on the way I approach things. So that's what we're going to do today. So now, let's get uncomfortable. Who likes being uncomfortable in life? Anybody? It's kind of cool, right? So now you have a card in front of you, right? You picked up a playing card, right? Pick up that playing card, look at it. Hopefully you didn't share it with anyone yet. Now your goal is to find your partner with the matching playing card. Now, most probably, like we talked about, there will be some people that are alone because your half is in that stack. We'll match you up, and then we'll go from there, okay? Ready, set, go. 30 seconds, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Nobody has it? No? Okay. Are you two messed up? No, they just get together, yeah. What do you have? 8. So, are you matched up? No. So, okay, we have, okay.
We're not.
You two can match up. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. So preferably if you get like in a little bit, you don't have to like go in the corners, but just enough area to where you can have a conversation with someone. Okay. Is that cool? Nothing crazy, I promise. Just a little bit. All right. So you don't have a group? No. Okay. Join in. Unless someone's coming in. Oh, that's coming. Okay. Yeah. Join. Unless he's not gonna do it. Okay. You guys ready? All right. So take a seat. Relax. I promise. You're not gonna do anything crazy. All right. So if I get your guys' attention one more time, you're with your partner. So the first thing you're going to do, other than answer the question I put up, is to introduce yourself, okay? And hopefully you guys know each other a little bit. If not, it's okay. You're going to get to know each other. And we'll kind of go from there, okay? So I'm going to put the question up. Introduce yourself, your name. You can say where you're from, although most probably we're from here. But it's not like, sometimes like you're. But anyways, okay. So we'll put the first question up. Introduce yourself. Obviously, this is our first activity. One word to describe your week and why. So the week that just happened, from last Thursday to this Thursday, describe that week in one word, and then tell us why. Go ahead. Start.
Because we just wake up in between houses, so like every moving in beds.
Tell me, you're front of me. All right, come on.
And then I've had to study for my exams too. So it's kind of
kind of hard to pick it up. Stressful. Late at home this week. had to do work on my own time. So it was just a lot of projects to do. Luckily, I got done. This is the last video. I'm out of the school tomorrow, so it's always going to be but I'm glad that we can do it. But I have to work still at the Holiday Festival on Saturday. Yeah, so come back. Right here, come on. Yeah, no. Yeah, the closet. Okay, raise your hand if you've gone through. Or just give me a nod. Okay, second question. Here we go. I'm going to read it to you, because just in case you can't read, just in case. All right. What's the most challenging and exciting thing about college this semester? Anything you are looking forward to next semester? Okay? Doesn't have to be a long paragraph. It could just be a brief couple words. Okay? Ready, set, go.
Most challenging.
Yes, most challenging. I think just
figuring out not really.
exciting since I went to a harder school, like high school, I was basically like I had and then I just went to school like doing more stuff, so that's the exciting part of getting to meet people. Very open myself, like I don't know, challenging. Probably should have brought it.
Alright, for the sake of time, we'll jump to the third one. It sounds like there's good conversation, but last question, I promise, okay? Last one. Well, not for the day, but last question for this activity. Alright, here we go. Having almost completed your first semesters, if some of you have been here for all, that's okay. But just talk about this. What would you do differently? Is there anything you would do differently from this semester till next semester forward thing? And do you have a goal for next semester? What's your goal for next semester? Doesn't necessarily have to be academically, but maybe figuratively in life. How you're feeling, your family, whatever it is. What's a goal for next semester? Go.
Time management. Like I would be like
So I think today will be good for you. Yeah, today will be good. Yeah. Right now, That's good. How do I look, Bob? Good? Are we good to move forward? You guys be good? Alright, so we can come back to our spots if we want, or take someone who doesn't mind matter me. Sit with your new best friend, right? Alright, so while you're coming back, I'll just introduce the workshop one more time formally. So, set your goals. It's actually a group I used to listen to in high school, so I kind of named it into the workshop title. So really what we're talking about today is college is a grind. Is college a grind? Raise your hand if college is a grind. Right? College is a grind. how can we sustain or build success without burning out? Who's tired right now? Raise your hand if the semester's beating you up. Who's ready for the semester to be over? Everyone's hand raised. You know what I'm saying? So really that's what we're going to talk about today. Because the semester is a grind. How can we sustain it? You know what I mean? How can we sustain effort? How can we sustain focus? How can we do all those things? And really what we're going to cover today, I'm not going to lecture about it really. I just want to tell you a couple things. And we're going to do some planning today. Because it's not about me. It's not about OC. It's not about anything else. The only thing that matters here today is you. That's the main thing. That's all we care about right now. Okay? So let me tell you a little about myself real quick. Obviously, my name is Luke. My first name is Andrew Luke Menchaca. Blame my parents. I got dropped for my first semester or first quarter at UCSB. Almost lost all my classes because they were calling out Andrew, but I go by Luke, so I didn't know. So I almost got dropped from UCSB. So it's an interesting story. Came from Santa Barbara, California. Everyone know where Santa Barbara's at? Pretty cool place, not schools here. I went to Santa Barbara City College. I did do a small stint at Ventura College. I got my associate's degree in liberal arts and sciences with an emphasis of arts and humanities. That's basically a fancy way that I was into music, so I got a little certificate in music, which was very fun, okay? After that, I transferred to UCSB. I'm a gaucho. Got my degree in sociology with a minor in labor studies. That was very fun. It was a history minor, and it was very hard. It kind of sucked, to be honest. After that, transferred or started up at Cal Lutheran, worked for a couple years in between that, and got my master's in counseling. Never did I ever really think I was ever going to go to school. I didn't even know if I was going to graduate high school. So being here today, standing in front of you, talking about my master's is a really crazy thing. And it's crazy to think that I got there, but the truth of the story is that if I can do it, honestly, you guys can do it. Really, it's not that bad. After that, I worked a ton of different jobs in social services, but my most recent one before this, I was actually an academic counselor for student support services at California Lutheran University, right there down in Thousand Oaks. It's a program for first-generation students from a low-income background, and students with disabilities. Very, very similar to the EOPS program. Anybody? Okay, EOPS, very, very similar. Pretty much the same exact thing. All right, so what is our purpose? We talk about college and we have all these things. Bob and I before were talking about passion. What is your passion in life? Why are you here today? So the first thing we'll talk about, why are you here? What's your reason for being, for doing college, okay? One of the biggest mistakes I see students is that they lack motivation because they're not here for themselves. What do I mean by that? Take a stab, someone. What do I mean you're not here for yourselves?
I feel like your parents pressured you to
Perfect. Anyone else feel that way? Who else? What do you think I mean by why you're not here for yourselves?
You have to please others. You'd rather please others more than yourself.
You'd rather please others other than yourself. Anyone else?
It's what people expect you to do.
Expectations, right? Exactly. You took them out. Common feelings to change the family's life or well-being. Does anyone feel pressure to provide for their family? To do a harder major, to challenge yourself in a way that you're unsure that you can do, right? Pressure to support family, okay? What major is going to make us the most money? Granted, all those things are very, very important, but the reality is those things are hard to carry every single day. They're hard to carry, right? It sucks sometimes because sometimes when we're doing our work, we're going through it, you're not just carrying yourself on your back, you're not just carrying your weight. You're carrying away, in a crappy way, your family's weight too, because there's that pressure for you to succeed. But the reality is that chances are, and I see it because I've been at the university level, when you transfer, is that students tend to burn out there. Because they've done so much before they transfer, to where by the time they're there, they burn out. And they haven't taken care of themselves. So what I want to talk about today is how you can personalize and make your academic journey and professional journey about you. Follow your passion, follow your desires, your goals. The title of the workshop, everyone together, set your goals. What's the key word, the middle one? Your. Perfect, okay. Why do you want to go to college? What is your goal, okay? Think about it. We'll jump, creating ownership of your goal. Really quick, I'm going to fly through this super fast, and then we're going to get to the worksheet. Identify the goal. It's hard to know where you're going if you don't even know what your goal is. How can you get somewhere, think about it. So you have your iPhone, right? You got your GPS out, Waze, Google Maps, whatever you want. If you don't know where you're going, if you can't put an address in there, how are you going to get to where you want to be? Just like if you go on a date with your partner, your spouse, whatever. You go, let's figure out somewhere to eat, and then you end up driving around because you can't make a decision, right? You've seen those YouTube videos, right? Yes, you're right. Figure out what you want. Tell me what you want. What if you don't know what you want? How are you going to get to where you want to be? Right? It's funny, right? You can laugh, it's okay. It's not like a lecture, right? Okay, set a deadline. Just like anything. I want to transfer in 2 years. Set a goal. It's okay. If you fail, who cares? I failed many times in life. Fail. It's okay. Try to fail your classes. That's pretty important. Okay? List obstacles. There's tons of things in life that are going to get in the way. Time management, stress, exercise, health, well-being. List your obstacles when you're working on your goals, okay? Identify groups of people. You guys have a tremendous person, a tremendous service in your corner, and you're sitting in the room. Not a lot of students have this. Take advantage of that. You have professors that are here to support you, especially at OC. When you get to universities, I think sometimes it changes a little bit. You actually have people that want to be in your corner and want to see you get to the next level. Because the reality is, if you get to the next level, they get to the next level. Believe it or not. If you have a counselor you're working with and they help you transfer, in a way, that's their success too. So they're here to help you. And most and foremost, they work for you, right? Okay. List the skills. You know, anything we want to do, whether you want to be a social worker, whether you want to be a scientist, whether you want to be a doctor, whether you want to be a chemist, any of those things, we need skills. List those skills now. Don't wait till later to where you have to catch up. List them now, because guess what? The reality is we can work on every skill, I guarantee you. I guarantee you, anything you want to do in life in the future, we can start working on now, today. Maybe not today, because I'll be tired after this, but, you know, tomorrow, right? Okay, so we'll jump to the next thing, plan of action. You have to plan, and we'll talk about planning later, but if you don't plan, how are you going to get to where you want to be, right? And then the last thing, benefits. We already talked about this a little bit. You need to ask yourself, what is in it for me? What is in it for you? Why are you going to school? How is it going to benefit you, right? Okay, here we go. You got a worksheet in front of you, and we'll just jump to this quick because I don't want to take a lot of time. I want to do the other activities. But here, I want you to write down some goals in life, whether it be a school you want to go to, whether it be a job you want, whether it be a car you desire, the new phone you want, the shoes you want to buy, whatever it is. List some goals in life. We'll take 5 minutes to do so, and then after, share it with the person you're sitting next to. So if you want to come up here, right here, that way you're kind of in the group. So what kind of do? So you guys can sit, you can talk to your friends this time, okay? I promise. All right. Okay, ready? You got 5 minutes. Ready, set, go. Anything. No limits. You guys, real quick, feel free to talk and laugh, honestly. This isn't class, relax, okay? Lean back in your chair. Don't spill your drink because it might get on the phone or something, but relax. No pressure, okay? No pressure. Drink your stars, or your pinky up when you drink it, it's okay. If you have candy, share it. Any goal you want. Any goal. You guys doing good? Okay, good. Finger if you want to stay. Okay. All right, so I'm going to need 3 volunteers. 3 volunteers. You don't have to stand up. It's not that kind of class. It's not that kind of workshop. I need 3 different people to share one goal, unless you're really passionate about 2. So, and then we can move on. I need a volunteer. Who's the first?
It's a program.
Okay, go.
So I'm planning to transfer this coming fall, 2017, and I applied to a couple of Cal States.
And one of my main ones is Capitol East Low, and then I'm going to apply to a private, which is USC. So one of my goals is to really get into either or.
You got good food at both of those places. If you're in the food, just a heads up. We'll talk after. Yeah, good food, girl. Okay, anyone else? I need 2 more people, please. Right here. Retired before you're 50. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Everyone's give a round of applause. Yes. Round of applause, please. Round of applause. Round of applause. Mandatory in the workshop. Okay. I need one last person. Right here. Oh, I love it. Thank you.
I would be a history teacher, so I want to like shadow either a middle school or high school teacher in history.
Quick question. Quick question. Everyone, here we go. When can you get that goal done? Really, let's think about it. Really, when could you get that goal done? You can do it now. You see what I'm saying? You can do it now. Okay. We'll talk later. All right. So the next thing. So obviously we'll get back into the lecture portion. I promise I will be fast. Okay. Here we go. Who has stress? Raise your hand if you have stress. Raise your hand even higher if you are stressed right now. Okay, so stress is a part of life. Stress is all around, right? Unfortunately. So we're going to go through a couple things about managing stress, and then we'll get to the next activity, okay? Really quick. Write. Just like we write our goal, just like we write down what we want to do, just like we write a text to someone we like, so we love them, whoever, to our mom, our dad, brother, sister. I don't really text my brother, I love you, it's kind of weird. Okay? It may help to write. Believe it or not, talking about your feelings, talking about how you feel, talking about where you want to go through life, helps it get out and you can move forward. Okay, the next thing. Let your feelings out. Oh, the journal is perfect. Yeah. I have a journal. Don't try to steal it, but I have a journal. Okay. Okay, let your feelings out. Let your feelings out. Talk about it. You have a friend, you guys seem pretty all friendly with each other. Talk about your feelings. Obviously, make sure you trust that person, and if it's sensitive material, you know, filter that friend, right? Make sure that they're gonna keep your secrets, because obviously secrets are important, right? And we're all entitled to those. Okay, do something you enjoy. Who likes doing something fun? Everyone better raise your hand. I'll come raise your hand for you. Okay, we're gonna fight through. Meditate. Lay down. Take a deep breath. Concentrate. Do some deep breathing. Go on YouTube. I'm telling you, there's some amazing deep breathing. One time I got so deep into breathing, I fell asleep. Best sleep ever. I'm telling you. Exercise. I don't like to exercise. My wife makes me exercise. It's clinically proven to relieve stress. I swear. It really is. Okay. We'll jump to the next thing. I need, my voice is tired, and I get tired of reading, so can someone read this loud, please? You don't have to stand up. I just need someone to read it. Someone new. Someone step up. Come on, you got it. Do it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Someone go for it. You're right here. You got it? You got it? Get it from me. Get it from me. You got it. Just,
Let me get my glasses.
drum roll, everyone. Drum roll. Okay, here we go. We got the glasses.
Adjective, proactive, of a person, policy, or action, creating or controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it has happened.
Someone tell me why I'm bringing it up right now.
Everyone tends to procrastinate.
Okay, that's good. What else? What do we talk about planning? We talked about planning, right? Setting goals. So if we set our goals and we figure out what we want to do, maybe we can predict what might happen. Be proactive. Okay, here we go. The logo I created today, we love with it. You have a worksheet in front of you. Okay? I want you to, there's about, how many questions? 8 questions.
9.
Okay. 9 questions. Again, and what I want you to do is I want you to, you don't have to do it with your partner right away. You will share individually with the partner. And then I will ask 3 people to read something they wrote down. So let's get the guts. Let's get the guts going. It's a safe place, I promise. So let's do this activity. Write down at least one thing. Try if you can't, it's okay. But really challenge yourself to think about like what you do in these moments in time. Because I guarantee you, sometimes it's hard. When these things happen, when I feel angry, what do you do when you feel angry? Okay? What do you do? So, we're going to go to the workshop. Go for it. Okay. Start. And think about it this way too. So because it's me time, maybe we don't have good habits right now. Maybe we don't do things we probably should. But think about it like figuratively. What should I do? Like if you don't feel comfortable writing what you do now, what should I do in these moments? Okay? Okay, so when you feel like your list is pretty good, if you can, should we do random groups or you guys can sit next to people and want to do the group together? You sit next to them. Let's take a vote. Who wants to do a random group? All right, we'll do next. Let's do what you're sitting next to. Okay, all right. So with the person you're sitting next to, I know we have an odd number of people, so we'll need a group of 3. Okay. From there, I want you to share some of the things you do to work through these instances in life, okay? After that, give feedback. Talk about a time in these moments where you kind of dealt with something and what you did. And even if you wrote down what worked, talk about what didn't work, okay? You guys ready? Ready, set, go. So choose someone, pick a group. Well, 2, but I think there'll be 1 group of 3.
Okay, well, I
How do you distract yourself?
oh, like I just like
Play video games?
Just have this one.
feel like what about you?
When I feel lonely, I write
Was that it, huh? Oh, yeah, when you want to quit? Wait.
So like the energy I take a nap.
Okay. Well, that's kind of like what I'm looking forward to doing. I want to go to
When I go to the
but it's like I just put yeah.
Oh, what I
If I'm feeling like anything is like sad, angry, I'm pretty much the first 5. I'm pretty much still sad. How you doing, like? Yeah, I just like, if I'm angry, I just like remind myself, like, before I say something dumb, like, I'm just like, it's not like good, like, later on, like, next week, this is one even night, if I look back at it,
when I want to quit,
I'll probably just end up pretty cool too, so I just, like, chill, go outside, get some fresh air, walk my dog, play with my dog, meditate. I haven't meditated in a while, actually.
I'm looking forward to doing you.
So morning, coffee, if it's just going outside. I don't know, just walking. You don't have to like run or anything. Just like get some air. I mean, if I'm lacking, if I'm lazy, and if I want to be lazy, but like I'll feel like if I'm lazy and I stay in the house, I feel like but if like I'm lazy and I want to be lazy, I could also just go to the park. Or my diet, it also look like kind of like weird. That's it's like a poodle breed. I can show you a picture better. I don't know how to. Yeah, I'll just show you a picture. Girl. She's probably like 6'5", 6". Yeah, you're just like 5.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in real quick. If I get everyone's attention real quick. All right, so obviously, me time is very important, right?
Yeah.
So someone share your own example. I need a couple people to volunteer to tell us an example. Give us the title it's written under, and then tell us what you do, or if you learned something from someone that you think you might want to try. So I need a volunteer. Just read, maybe just one. You don't have to do all. Just one. Go for it.
I'll do them all.
Okay, just read them all. You want the glitter?
So I put, when I feel sad, I distract myself. When I feel angry, I isolate myself. When I feel lonely, I text my cousin. When I'm lacking energy, I take a nap. When I feel discouraged, I try to prove the people that are discouraging me, to prove them wrong.
How do you do that?
Well, by doing what they think I can't do. Like, doing good in life.
I like it.
When I want to quit, I motivate myself. What I'm looking forward to doing is eating because I'm hungry.
Well, that's important too. So what are you gonna eat?
Yeah.
What are you gonna eat?
I don't know yet.
You're not sure? Okay.
Yeah. What I want to buy, a laptop to do my homework, and what I want to do for myself is take care of my mind and body.
Ooh, okay, good.
Yeah.
So can I get another volunteer to maybe share one or two? Okay, go for it. Thank you so much.
When I'm sad, usually I go for a walk.
Ooh. Tell me the way that makes you feel. Talk about that
It
feeling.
relaxes me. I contemplate, I think over and over again, about the things that's making me sad, how I can change that, what can I do to make it better, and then when I come when I come to a conclusion, that's the end of my walk.
There you go. So how long, what's the longest walk you've been on?
3 or 4 hours.
3, 4 hours? Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a while. Okay, that's good. I need another volunteer. Someone who hasn't spoken. I loved it. It's as easy as that. Someone else. One more person. Come on. Another person.
What was that?
I need one more person. This table, go for it. Real quick. You got it?
Okay,
You got it.
I'm lonely, I just socialize.
You socialize?
Yeah.
For what situation?
Oh, when I'm lonely.
When you're lonely, okay. I thought your name was lonely for a second. And your name? Pamela, okay, that's not your name. Okay, do we got one more? One more in us. Give me one more. Okay, right here.
When I want to quit, I like to take a step back and like look how far I've gotten. I mean, I haven't done that. I mean, it's college, but
Hold on,
considering
hold on a
my
second.
parents. I know.
You've done a lot. Showing up today's a lot. But here's the thing. Let me preach for 1 second, okay? I'm gonna preach. Here's the thing, what you guys gotta realize. Simply being here today is an accomplishment. Getting through the 14th week, 15th week of school is an accomplishment. Don't get it twisted. You guys are changing your lives whether you believe it or not. And if anyone tells you different, they're freaking crazy. Okay? Understand that. Own that. Understand that you guys are doing great. I understand. Don't sell yourself short, honestly. You guys are changing your lives whether you believe it or not. Okay? Own it. You guys are college students. There's thousands of people in the United States who can't do that. And you aren't doing it. So you guys should be really proud of what you're doing, honestly. Okay? Yes. Okay. Anyone else? Or else we're going to move on. Okay, take the silence. Okay, so me time real quick. See, me time is valuable, right? What we do is important. So why am I talking about this? We'll get to the next activity and I'll tell you. Okay, we only got like 5 or 10 minutes. Okay? Make time for me time. Obviously, me time is just as important as your test. Me time is just as important as your relationship. Me time is just as important as eating, believe it or not. Even if it's Jack in the Box, okay? The next one, the Jack in the Box is good, even with the tacos with the ranch. Yep, the tacos with the ranch, they're really good. Okay, set aside time on the weekend to make me time. You know, sometimes people will do just work on the weekend. Sometimes people just study on the weekend. Make time for it. Let's plan effectively, okay? And the last, be firm with yourself, okay? While it may be easy to give up your time for someone else, you have to remember that you are important also. Because what did we talk about in the very beginning? Who's the most important person in our life?
Yourself.
Yourself. Because if you can't take care of yourself, how can you be expected to take care of someone else? There's a lot of counselors out here, people that like to help their friends, but they're messed up inside too. And if you want to help other people, you got to help yourself first, right? Real talk. Here we go. All right. So we have the time management worksheet. We're not going to fill it out, although we're not going to fill it out completely. But from the list we did, and even the things, especially at the bottom, what are the things at the bottom? Okay, so what am I looking forward to doing? What do I want to buy? And what do I want to do for myself? Okay, so it is not a mistake that you guys have 2 worksheets left, right? How many weeks are left in school? 2. Is that a mistake? Yep. No, it's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake you guys have 2 of those worksheets. So, before we move on to the last little phrase of this, I want, of those last three, write something down for either next week or the week after. If you don't have something there that you think can fit, write something that you want to do for yourself. So let's plan some me time next week. At least 2 things for each week, okay? So when you're done with that, converse with your friends, obviously, have fun with it. Talk about when you can do it. And then from there, what I would say for this is that finals is coming up. We probably got papers, we probably got essays, we got quizzes, we got big exams that we have to study for. If you want, use these sheets. When I used to plan for finals, I would use these sheets every semester the last 3 weeks. I'm a week late, my apologies, okay? The last 2 weeks, it's okay. Plan what you're gonna do. Set some goals in your life. If you wanna finish your paper a week before so you can read the day before, then do it, because proofreading a paper the night before is not a good thing, okay? Trust me, I spelled the word the like 50 times wrong in an essay before. It's not good. Okay, professor looks at it kind of weird. Okay, so we have the worksheet. Let's write down 2 to 3 things that you're gonna do for yourself in the next 2 weeks, okay? Is that fair? Okay, ready, set, go.
Well, next week, starting next week.
Wait, is it Thursday?
Like I have a list. So it was now and then there's like Spider-Man.
Monday is 7 a.m.
And now right now today.
8 a.m.
It's so cute.
Physics.
I actually listen to the soundtracks of people. Yeah, she doesn't cover a song. It's alright. Compared to like, it's alright. Compared to the old girl who does Moana. Like she just does a cover of Moana song. Yeah. And it's, I listen to it 5 seconds. So like, no, I like the other one better. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Do you have a movie?
If you haven't done already, you guys, there's this little thing called accountability. Anyone know what accountability is? Someone tell me what accountability is real quick. What? Accountability. Does anyone know what that word means? Keep yourself on check. Have someone keep yourself on check, right? So, did we all write down something? Okay, so share it with your partner.
It's a responsibility.
Share it with your partner.
Yeah, I was just putting my workout schedule. So.
Oh, I didn't put that.
Alright, so
Because I work out regardless, but I was trying to see what kind of shit movie I have. But things that I want to do. No, I don't. I want to. I want to. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. So that's what I kind of want to do. I don't know. I need to like Google. I don't know. Maybe partners.
We all share? We all share?
Yeah. Like I work out at my house.
Time management.
So I just. What about you? Oh, okay. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, both of you the same thing? Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, let's bring it back real quick, guys. We're going to finish up. I promised I would keep it under an hour, right? And I'm not a liar. Okay, I promise. I'm not a liar. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a little example. So this person a little anal, okay, a little crazy with it. Yeah, I know, right? So as you kind of see, it's kind of all broken down. So they've managed their life to a T. And unfortunately, this is kind of what calendars look like, you know, as professionals and everything like that. So some of my most successful students, they carry around a planner that looks just like this. So no pressure, but if you want, it's a great way to visually see it. The phone's amazing, don't get me wrong, I have my calendar on my phone, but I also do have a paper planner that really helps me to see it, to feel it, is a pretty awesome thing, okay? So that's it for that. Last thing, I promise. Who enjoys Coca-Cola? Raise your hand. Pepsi, anybody? Well, you too? What's your other one?
Both.
Both, okay. Who has another favorite soda? What is it?
It's not a soda.
it's 11 days.
Lemonade? What did you like? Jarritos, what else? Dr. Pepper, what else? Sprite, I love Sprite. I'm a big 7-Up fan. 7-Up is different than Sprite, in case you don't know. Okay? Alright, so why do you think I have a soda can up here?
Because it's cool.
The soda's bad for you right now. I'm just kidding. Okay, so, because you can't do it, that's good. That's good. Okay, last thing for the night, and I promise, if I could just get your undivided attention for 1 minute. So when I was a counselor at Cal Lutheran, sometimes my students had a trouble like understanding what I was saying or really getting across to them why you need to take care of yourself, right? So someone tell me what happens when you shake up a can of soda. It's hard, you can barely tap it, you can shake it for like an hour, and if you just let it sit there, something comes along and taps it, what's gonna happen? And does that thing have to be a really hard force or could it be a little force? A little force. So what am I trying to get at? Don't shake the soda, okay, guys? Don't shake the soda. You want the fizz, but here's what I'm trying to get at, and really what I want you guys to take. Okay? I always tell people you, not so much the sugar, but you as a person are a can of soda. Literally a can of soda. And when we shake our can of soda, it gets hard. Think about shaking it as stress. Crap in life, bad relationships, tough assignments, homework, our professors being rude, whatever it is, that's shaking the soda. Me time is letting the soda sit. Taking a step back, letting it rest. And what happens if you give it enough rest?
It cools down.
It cools down. You can come back at a later time, pop it open. You are a soda. If you guys continue to go the way you are, one day, I guarantee, you will explode. So what am I trying to say? Take care of yourself, because you don't want to end up like that. Okay? Thank you guys so much for listening to me, for taking the time, for investing in yourselves. I hope it was fun. I hope it was relaxing. Thank you again, and good luck in the rest of the semester. If you need anything, you guys let me know. Okay? Thank you.